We've talked about this several times, the art of listening, the survival of participating with an honest-to-God conversation. But the problem is, though, is that when you make yourself available to be a great listener, you become a magnet to toxic people. Toxic people look for people who will sit there and just listen, offer compassion, slip in some empathy, and will really be a cheerleader on the side. That's the art of listening. That's the negative side of when you want to be and you are a great listener. But dealing with toxic people can get inside your system and plant the poison. Because I got to be honest with you, I'm really weak in the ways of trying to get inside compassion and empathy. I mean, they are amazing tools to carry, but toxic people know how to move those tools aside because they got to get their word heard. Not once, but over and over again. And I'm going to share with you a true story. I was caught up in a conversation for 45 minutes last night. I told this person over and over again I held no answer for them. So they kept saying the story over and over. I mean, literally. And I kept listening. The thing is, though, is that as I was listening, I could mentally feel myself falling. I couldn't hang up. I didn't want to hurt their feelings. And then the tire sensor on my Ford pickup goes beep, 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 beep. For some reason, out of nowhere, my tire was low on air. That sensor was interrupting the conversation, and the person on the other side of the phone heard it. And they said, "Is everything okay?" And I said, "Well, my tire sensor just went off." "Well, you better hang up and find out what's wrong with your tires." What I felt in that moment was I felt, God was talking to me saying, get off this phone conversation because you've been poisoned, and you're going to be poisoned for the rest of the day. And number two, I felt like that if I hang up the phone, it's no different than leaving them on the side of the road. Being a sounding board is one thing, but what we can't handle is the way the toxic voice continuously keeps repeating the same story. How do you get out of it? Do you even walk anywhere near it? Because we all have co-workers and friends that when we see them, it's like, oh God. All right, prepare my heart. And then you walk into that storm, you hear the darkness, and now you have to deal with it. Because what's happened is that they've planted their poison inside of you. And I'm going to tell you, it's going to take me about 2 or 3 days to get over the conversation that I had last night. Because when I arrived home, I wasn't in a great mood. Because I just had 45 minutes of the same negative talk over and over again. Hey, it's Errol. This is The Daily Mess, a chronological walk through an everyday world. I am a daily writer, and this is where I put my junk in my trunk. It's you put down these experiences and you learn from them. You grow from them. You teach it so that others don't feel where you've just been. That's The Daily Mess. 2 words fell from my writing instrument this morning. 2 words that shocked me. Those words were not sure. Have you been there? Not sure. Not in tune with. Something's wrong with my thought process. Not sure. It's a signal of not being prepared. Not sure. Unaware. And you try to set it to the side, but it's like, well, no, I'm not sure. Rarely do I express in this way. I'm usually strong by way of confidence and courage. Yet today, I'm not sure. It's not admitting that I'm without. It's not saying that I'm checking out. It's simply saying, I'm not sure. I don't want to guess. I surely don't want to assume. I'm just not sure. It's when you hit a wall and nothing moves. You plant seeds and nothing grows. You shout out loud and there's no echo. Not sure. I mean, seriously, you've got to be just like me. You can't locate the right words, the right emotions, and the right attachments. Rather than barking or raising my voice, the only response shared is, I'm not sure. I'm standing on a cliff. What if the next step is a mirage? If I step, will I fall? I'm not sure. So how do you get out of situations like this? Creativity. You put yourself in a place of creativity, be it in the kitchen to create some food, the writing, and you've got to get in there, and you can't let the poison of another person's conversation take you down and out, because, like I said, it's like a hangover. You're going to feel cruddy for the next maybe 1 to 4 or 5 days, maybe even in a week. You might go, I'm still not over that conversation. See, the thing is that when you put yourself in creativity, it's altering your mind. It's giving you that opportunity to use negative energy in a positive way. You are altering the situation by saying, I love you. I still need you. I'm here. They may have taken a swing at you. They probably connected, but I'm still here. And I still have a voice. And I still want to listen. But what we need to do is we need to reconstruct the rules as to what we're going to talk about. And if you bring up that subject again, I have every right to say goodbye. And I don't like that word, goodbye. That's something I'm sure of. I'm Arrow, and that's the Daily Mess.